All right, I just want to get a quick shot of this. I might be able to share it when I get out, and I may have overthought myself. But what I'm doing is just doing some potatoes. I've got to cut up a few of these little small potatoes. Okay. I may have got a little too much on my 2-quart crock pot. Okay. And I'm doing a cream of chicken soup. I'm putting a can of cream of chicken soup. Okay. I'm just going to pour half of that on there right now. Okay. Then I'm going to drop these others because what we're doing this evening, I've done some celery. Want to buy the celery? Yeah. And corn. Okay. Celery and corn.
Carrots.
Celery and carrots. Okay. I'm going to hit a little salt and pepper. Not much.
It's not corn, carrot.
Hey. There's sock in it.
Sock?
Say hey. Look at me, John Colson.
Hey.
Hey, here we go. All right. Rest of the cream of chicken. Okay. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of chicken broth in this can.
What?
Chicken broth.
What chicken broth do? It smells.
I'm put that in there.
Bad.
And listen, anybody talking to you? You're just around for eye candy. You want eye candy? You don't even know what it is. You want?
I'm not.
Okay. Then I'm going to put. I've got this many tablespoons. I believe that's 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay, I'm just going to sit that right on top of that. Then I'm going to drop it in. I'm not going to be able to give this near as long as I want to. Okay. But I'm going to try to give it as long as I can. I'm going to put it on high. Okay, I'm going to put it on high because it's 3 o'clock now. If we eat at 6, okay, I'm going to give it 3 hours on high instead of doing it on low at all. I'm going to see how this turns out. That's it. I'll try to show it to you when I bring it out, but it's just simple. I just cut up some potatoes. You can cut up one good potato. You can take one good bacon potato and you buy them in a 4-pack and use them. They're real easy to use. I cut up a few carrots that come in a small bag, dropped up 2 stalks of celery, and dropped them in here. And in itself, this is a good meal. Okay, just all by itself would make a great meal. But I've got 1 steak for tonight, and I've got 2 pork chops that I had that I bought. I've got those thawed out.
Why is that?
No, it's a steak and 2 pork chops.
What's that called?
It's a steak.
I don't know what it's called.
You know what a steak is called?
I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, hold on, I'll show you.
Papa's going to show you the steak. Come over here so he can show you.
Come here, hurry, make it fast. We're filming. This is a major production. Over here, come to this side. Over here.
Go over in the other chair.
Hurry. Come, jump like a puppy. Up. This is a steak. Okay.
Why is it full of water?
Because I thawed it out in here where they were frozen. I put them in here and let them.
It's going to get wet.
No, I got them in a baggie. I got a steak in here. Pork chop, 2 pork chops.
The bag's going to get wet.
No, it's not. Why do you have so many opinions? You're just a boy.
He has his own opinion.
No, don't. Why is it called like that?
It's a steak. It comes out of a cow.
What?
Blech. Anyway, that's what I have.
I
might be able to show you that this evening too. I'll see where we're at when we start supper. I'll be back in just a little bit.
Oh.
Okay. All right. What I want to do, I'm going to show you. Today I put in some vegetables in here. Okay. Only thing I done was some potatoes, celery, and carrots. Dropped them in the crock pot. Put a little bit of butter and put a can of cream of chicken soup with them. That's all I did. Okay. I set them for 4 hours on high. Now I think that's going to work pretty good. That's a little bit short, actually. I like to have them about 6 hours because carrots are a little bit tough anyway. But it's a real simple way to fix some vegetables. You can drop 1 can of cream of chicken soup. I put a little bit of chicken broth in there with it and just cut up some vegetables and put it in that little $10 crock pot. Worked out real good. Okay, now, here's what I got going on right here. All right, I've got a steak here first. Now, what I've been doing that I didn't do in the past, I've started drying the steak just a little bit, drying whatever I'm doing. Okay, and because I seen a lady doing it on TikTok, and I thought it has to be good if she's doing it on TikTok. Okay? So what I'm doing, I'm going to take this steak. I'm going to season it some, but I'm not going to go crazy on it. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and hit it with just a little bit. Now, I've been using a plate. Okay? A paper plate. Okay? Because I've been getting a little bit of grief on the using the dishes from Janice. Okay, because they're all right. So I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of soy sauce. Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit a little soy sauce on both sides. Now I don't like to over season my stuff. I just don't like to. All right. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do? I've got the simple Monterey steak seasoning. Okay, nothing. It's not extravagant stuff, because I just don't like to completely kill my stuff out seasoning it, okay? I just don't like to, all right? I'm going to hit it here, okay? I'm going to flip it over, okay? I'm going to hit it here, okay? That, all right? Now, just a second. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. I forgot to put my skillet on, okay, I was getting the olive oil out. I almost got the castor oil out. I don't know if castor oil feels good or not. So I'm putting a little bit of olive oil in my skillet because I forgot to get it out there. Okay, it'll warm up anyway, okay? All right, now, so I'm going to hit that like that. Now what I'm going to do is for something else. I'm going to get me a little bit of garlic. Now, I've been trying to do a little bit different on some of this stuff, okay? On this garlic, it's sort of fresh garlic already peeled. I'm going to cut it up. I like the garlic. They have the garlic, this brand right here, if you ever see this brand. They have it already cut up. It's really nice stuff, man. This, you really, I don't know. I'm not going crazy over this, okay? I'm just not, all right? I'm not crazy over it, all right? So, but anyway, okay, I'm going to hold off on that just a minute till I put it in the skillet. And I'll get to go. Now, I'll go ahead and season the pork chops while this is sitting. I'm not going to kill this out with seasoning. I just don't want to do it. I'll hit it with a little more salt and pepper, all right? But I'm not going to kill it out. Okay, now, pork chops. I've got the pork chops here. I'm going to dry them because the lady on TikTok, she dried them off, all right? I'm going to dry those. All right. Now, I'm going to, but all this will have some butter on it when it goes in its final resting place, okay? I found this a while back. It's I don't know, Chef Paul somebody. It is a magic poultry magic.
You don't have any pork chop?
But I want to put a little bit on the pork chop. Okay, I want to try a little bit of it on this pork chop. Just to give it a little bit of just to see how it does, okay? I mean, sometimes you just want to try a little bit of it.
Chicken.
Okay, all right. Let me dry that side a little bit more. Dry this off. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of this. I've been wanting to try it on some things. I know I don't have no chicken right now, but I want to give it a little shot. Now, what I'm going to do, when I put this in its final resting place, okay, it'll have a lot of other things on it, okay? But let's go ahead now, see where our skillet's at. We'll start out with the steak. I'm going to slide this over to the side. All right, I'm going to drop the steak in, and I'm going to sear it on both sides, hopefully. I'm going to hit it on high. And these vegetables over here are going to be really nice. Okay. Now, I've got my oven set at 350. Okay. When I get done, all this is going to go in there. 350 for about 13 minutes. Okay. Now, on the steak, Colson told me to always sear it on the side, on the fat side. Okay. Lay it over. I'm gonna get a little harder sear. He jumped on me the other day because I wasn't searing it on properly. Now, I'm gonna hit it with this. I'm not gonna put any butter or any other seasoning on this steak until I put it in the foil. Once I put it in the foil, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna put it in the foil here. I'll put it in the foil over here. Okay, that'll be better. Flip it up on the side a little bit. Sear the side of it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead, put this right in this foil. Okay, I'm not going to leave my eye on there. All right, now here's the deal. Once you get this far along, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some butter. Okay. All right. I'm going to get a little bit of butter on it. Okay. I should have already pre-cut my butter, but I didn't. That butter's not doing well. It's not cold enough. Okay, now, there. I'm going to hit a little garlic on top of it. I could just use garlic butter. Okay, but I didn't. Okay, now, I'm going to hit it with some rosemary. Okay, and a little bit of oregano. Just a little bit. I don't want it coming out too crazy. Okay, I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to hit it with just a little bit more of Worcestershire sauce, a little bit more. Whoop, let me get the lid back right. I just don't want to kill it out. Okay, now, I'm going to wrap this sucker. I'm wrapping it up as tight as you can. Okay, I'm going to turn it up this way so none of the juices will come out in my little pan in the stove. I'm going to keep everything right where it needs to be. Okay, now let's hit the pork chops over here on the stove. Still got some garlic and a little bit of stuff in there. Skillet's not real hot yet. It will be in a minute. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get these sort of seared on both sides. Got some of the seasoning from the steak still in there, but that ain't going to hurt it. It's some big pork chops. Yeah. Well, if the steak cooks in 13, these will cook in there. I'm going to go about 15 is what I go. It won't be. Probably. Okay, put the camera up here, Janice. We're having a little discussion about Janice is scared that the pork chop won't be done and she'll get poisoned.
No, I'll get that worm, trichomoniasis.
She'll get that worm in her. And, but I'm saying this. Mean as she is, I don't think it hurt her. I think she can handle it. I think a little trichomonia. Oh, okay. Let me show you here why we're doing this. Okay, you can get a good view of this right here. See all this paraphernalia as you go along through here? Janice is getting ready. And over here, down under here, we're having Christmas dinner tomorrow.
No,
I mean, Wednesday. Okay, we're having it Wednesday. So what she's doing is, bring the camera back up here. I have to direct her a little bit. So what we're doing is, she gets fixated on something. She gets fixated on something, and I say, hey, over here. I'm the important part of this program. Okay. So anyway, so what I do is she is, her notebook is somewhere around here. Okay. This is her notebook and her notes. Okay. Right here for her cooking. All right.
but everything else.
Everything else. Everything has a place. Everything. It has a time that it goes. It has all these things that it works out on. Now, mine.
That's the mess.
Huh?
That's quite a mess.
Yes. So I have I'm doing the chicken tomorrow. I'm doing cracked chicken. And street corn, yeah. Street corn casserole, right? Or
No, the sweet corn and then the Mexican cornbread casserole.
oh, okay. Mexican cornbread casserole. She'll tell me what I'm doing in the morning. She'll get me lined out.
On Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. Okay, it'll be all right, Jen. I told you don't correct me on TV.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't want everybody calling and say, are we going to eat tomorrow?
Okay. All right. I'm going to do these one at a time. I'm going to leave this one on here because it won't hurt it. Okay. Now, this I'm going to hit with a little bit of butter. Okay. I'm not going to do a lot more to this thing. I'm going to let it ride out. We're going to see how it works and see what happens. I could put a little garlic, but it really won't make no difference. It's still, I hit it with a little salt, a little pepper. Okay. And I'm going to let this pork chop ride because I don't want to kill out with a bunch of seasoning. And I know I get a lot of flack over that. But I like to see what the food's going to taste like sometimes instead of the way. There's one of them. Where did the steak go? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking for the steak.
I was looking for the pork chop.
Okay.
You may have had a stroke.
Oh, quit. Every time I have a little hiccup, she thinks I've had a stroke. Okay, a little butter, a little pepper, a little salt. Okay, I'm not going to kill it out. Now, I could use garlic butter. I could use all kinds of other seasoning on this pork chop, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let it ride. We're going to see how it goes. Now, I'm going to take these three items. I've got my oven it's at 350, okay? All right. I'm dropping them in here. 350. I'll set my timer for 15 minutes. Okay. All right, I got my timer set 15 minutes. Got the vegetables in over there. We're going to see what the reason I done the vegetables. I just done something to go with the steak. I knew I was fixing all that. I didn't want to do anything else, and I really couldn't think of anything else that interested me as far as doing. So that's why I just done the vegetables, and they'll be okay. Janice fusses a little bit. She hates stuff in the crock pot sometimes, but it's this sort. You can dip it out. We'll use a spoon with the holes, the slots in the bottom of it, and dip them out, and you'll have corn and potatoes and celery, which you love. I mean, corn and carrots. I mean, potatoes, carrots, and celery, which she loves the celery. She won't admit it, but she loves it. All right. I'll show you all this when it comes together in 15 minutes. Got you. All right. What I'm going to do, got 3 more minutes on my pork chop and my steak. Okay. What I got, I'm going to go ahead and get my vegetables, which Janice is excited about. Okay. Don't get over top of it now. It'll steam up on you. Okay, now, I got to remember not to grab this, okay? Not to grab it, all right? Now, here they are. Okay, I'm using a slotted spoon. Celery. Now, Janice is going to do hers a little different, all right?
just want to slaughter it. I just don't like it.
That there was a little bit of beef in that cream of chicken. Had a little bit of beef in it too. A little bit of chicken in it. I mean, chicken, not beef. Chicken. Okay. You keep laughing at me. I'm gonna have to have a little intervention right on TV. Janice, I have problems, okay? And a lot of you don't know it. You think, oh, John, you're perfect, you're perfect. Well, I'm not. I have a few flaws. One, I get mildly disoriented sometimes, okay? Not because of any physical thing. It's just the way I am. So what I'm saying is, I have some issues, and she laughs at me over that, which is not very nice at all. Okay, first I'm going to get out the steak, okay? And I'm going to, well, it's only got like a few more seconds. I can give you pork chops a little bit longer. Okay? All right. I'll bring out the steak. Pork chops in there. We've been giving the pork chops about 20 minutes, okay? We gave everything a little longer because the steak, sorry about that, the steak is a little thicker, okay? Now you notice this steak is very attractive, okay? Now, it's juicy, it's nice. Now, and I know that it's not it's not the typical, what you take a steak like you get at the Longhorn where it's browned on both sides. Okay? But that wasn't what I'm shooting for, because I'm telling you, I'm having an awful time out of steaks. And, all right, this looks just exactly like I like mine. I like mine a medium well with not much pink.
I like more red.
See? But we don't agree. Janice and I,
Okay.
we don't agree on steak, okay? We have an awful time.
Put it in your mouth.
That's so good. Here's the deal. I don't cuss a lot. Hardly ever. None, really. That's dadburn good. I hated to use a bad word, but I used it anyway, okay? We're going to try out these vegetables. I'm a little worried about. They're close, okay? You'll like them, Jim. She likes them a la dente.
Al dente.
That means not really done. Potatoes good.
I like my fried potatoes too.
That is good. Everything about that's good. Those are good, okay? If you want salt and pepper, I figure put your Stadburn salt and pepper on it. I hated to cuss again. But put your salt and pepper on it when you're eating it. Because I just tell you, man, this steak is great, okay? I mean, it is, I don't care. You're going to like it, Jim. It is so good. Man. That's good steak. Sometimes the camera person thinks they're in charge of the program.
I'm production too.
I'm going to give you some production in a minute.
That's just enough.
I've got these boxing gloves on.
Just enough. And you go step on the
You keep talking. She wonders sometimes when I get out the tripod. And she says, I'll film. I said, are you going to talk?
Probably.
Probably. All right. I'm going to pull one pork chop. Leave the other one in there just another minute. We're going to drop it out here. Now the reason I wear these mittens is my little hands are sensitive. Okay? Now, by sensitive, if you can grab something that's 4,000 degrees, like these are, quit, Janice. She's always got to show that she's tougher than me. We have some problems. We're going to see one of those counselors. Things continue like this. Okay. Pork chop. Oh, look. Perfect, Janice. All that griping.
That's not garfing.
Yeah, you were griping at me. Mmm. Very good. Mmm. This is very good. And the reason why is I don't overkill with the seasonings, okay? I'm gonna leave the other one in the foil right now. Okay? Huh?
You can take it out.
Okay.
You want to?
I'll take it out.
Split steak and a
I,
cookie.
well, I was going to. Colson said I was supposed to let it rest.
Yeah, before you cut it.
But
all the juices will come back out.
Put the camera up here. But the reason I didn't let it rest, it didn't seem tired. I said, "Are you tired?" He said, "What?" I said, "Are you tired?" Never got no answer back. I don't think it was tired. Put the camera back up here.
I thought you wanted to show the pork chop.
Okay, show the pork chop then. Oh, I'm more interested in showing me than I am the pork chop. Pork chop, great. Steak, great. Okay, it turned out good. Here you see one here. Cooked perfectly on the inside. 20 minutes for these thicker pork chops works good. You can drop them in there, man. I just seared them a little bit. The steak is absolutely perfect. I mean, I've astounded myself again with this dinner. Really have. The vegetables are, I would like to have them 6 hours instead of 4, or how many ever did them. 6 hours on high would have been better because the carrots would have been a little softer. But that worked out great. And all I simply done with this was a can of chicken noodles, cream of chicken soup. Okay, put that in there, and put the vegetables right in it, and dropped a little bit of beef broth. What I'm showing you is, what I want you to know is, you can cook in small portions. That crock pot is a $10 crock pot from Walmart. And I know I talk about that a lot. They should be sending me some money on that, but they don't. They can cook about anything in it. For 2 people, it's very good. Now, Janice always says when I'm cooking, "I don't know if that's enough." And I said, "Janice, it's enough. We'll be okay." And she says, "I don't know if it's enough." And because I like to cut it up. Most of a steak like this, I would normally cut it in half, and we would eat it like that. But anyway, all right. Well, I hope you somehow seen something here today that made a difference. Appreciate you watching Cooking with John. Be sure and like, share, and follow. And if you make sure on Facebook that you follow me, or I think that's what you do, then when we upload these things, you'll get a notification on there. If you get a chance to go to YouTube, put in Just From the Shed. I've got all the cooking programs up there. All the interviews are up there. All the America's Handymans are up there. It's all up there. All right. Thank you for watching Cooking with John. Adios, and pass the ammunition.